Lang UTR07 Dumber. This is a masterpiece style take on Mudflap from the movie Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, done by the crazy wizards over at Unique Toys. Let's open the box and get him out. It comes packed in vehicle mode. And yes, his name is Dumber. So when they release his brother Skids, he's going to be named Dumb. So we're going to get Dumb and Dumber as Transformers. Pretty funny. It's got a collector card. It's done in this like heavy duty plastic material. Very glossy. He comes with his two blasters. Mean robots suck. Alright, let's get him out of here. Comes wrapped in a little plastic bag. And nice and smooth. Look at that. He looks pretty good. It's a good representation of Mudflap from the Revenge of the Fallen film. Well, not 100% perfect, as the rear spoiler is kind of missing. And the front of the vehicle color is off. Still got a decent paint job. Nice headlights. And there's the taillights. And then he doesn't really roll. He does have metal rims and rubber tires. But you can see here the spinning action really doesn't work. Especially on this front one up here. So it's definitely a clearance issue. I mean, it looks nice, but he ain't going nowhere. For vehicle comparison, here he is with Fall of Cybertron Optimus Prime Deluxe. Here is Earthrise Deluxe Class Trailbreaker. Boom, boom. Here is Skids and Mudflap as the ice cream cone truck from the Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class figure.
Total brain freeze, man.
Here is the Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class version of Mudflap, which unfortunately wasn't really in the film. Here is the Corvette Assassin oversized Sideswipe KO figure. And here is the KO Masterpiece Bumblebee figure. Here we can get a good comparison of the Chevrolet Trax concept car with the Camaro. He was a smaller vehicle mold just like his brother Skids. And it's pretty accurate, except the front of the vehicle should be a darker color. The doors can open, and it features the interior. It's got a little steering wheel in there, a dashboard, some seats. It's got nice detail on the inside the doors. Everything locks and tabs and holds together really good in vehicle mode. For transformation, let's take these little metal parts here and they untab from the arms. We kind of pull this part of the door out. You can see how it kind of dovetails in here. Right there. We'll do it on both sides. It's a little scary, I must admit. We'll move these up out of the way. We'll open the doors up. And we'll grab this, another little dovetail joint. You kind of pull forward. And this part here slides up on this pin. So we slide this up just like this, and we fold it over. And we'll do the same thing on this side here. Take the dovetail joint out here, slide it up, and fold it over. Then we grab the whole back here. We unclip it and fold it up, just like this. Folds over itself. And this part here folds over by itself, but you take it and you fold it down like that. And we put these parts here for now. Then here we'll slide the steering wheel towards the center of the car. And then we'll fold the seats up into the top. And they'll touch the windshield. We'll fold the dashboard up just like that. And these kind of accordion inside. And this back part folds up. We take this whole back part and we spin it around. Just like that. And it folds in. You can see there's two slots here and two tabs here. And it'll line up like this. It doesn't hold very secure. It will lock in place later. And we'll take these little leg parts and we'll fold these down. Accordion them out. Just like this. Clickety clickety. And for the feet, you kind of take this part and move it out the way. And then you swing the foot down. And you take the toe and you rotate it around. So it looks like this. We take this little part here. We swing this forward. There's a little hinge right here. You got to push in. And this will fold down and then it'll slot into the center of the wheel rim. There's also a little tab that will lock into one of the spokes in the hubcap. Okay, we'll do the same thing on this side here. Fold this down, rotate the toe. And we'll grab this little arm piece and hinge it over and bring it around. You can see the little slot right here and tab. It'll lock into place. And I like that. It's movie accurate and pretty easy to do. And his little legs are all done. Now we'll grab this hood part here and bring it up and rotate it around to show his head. Kind of comes back down just like that. And then these front panels you kind of pull down and then take this and wiggle this side panel out and up just like that. We'll take this hood piece, pull it out a little bit, and it angles up. We'll do the same thing on this side. Then we'll split the arms at the forearm and the shoulder. Fold this little piece upward to form his little belly. As far as the wheels, they kind of fold in on themselves like this. Like that, keep them positioned. And then this little part will slot in here. So bring it down, squeezing all the internals inside, and then lock the pieces together here. There you go. And the hold's really good. We'll just move these out of the way for now. Keep these angled, just like that. We'll take his arms and we'll fold them downward. Then here you can see this part will swing back. There's a little slot and tab here. It'll line it up and you tap it together. And this will make sure this part is locked in the proper position. And then fold this down under his arm. Rotate the forearm and fold out the hand. Yeah, this way. It's got a really tight ratchet. Here's his little hand folded out. Same thing on this side. Swing this piece around and tab it in. Just like that. Got to be careful of this tab. It's pretty small. And we'll accordion the doors up a little bit. Fold his shoulder down. And we'll take these little panels here and they rotate around and slide into position like this. There we go. And see, this is why the vehicle mode front is not the proper color. Because in robot mode, he has this orange chest. Or in vehicle mode, this part here is a darker color. So I understand why they did it. You can see here in the Human Alliance figure where it's supposed to be dark in vehicle mode, but it looks weird in robot mode. I mean, maybe they could have made the part swivel around. That would have been kind of cool, but it is what it is. I'm going to be displaying him in robot mode, so it's fine with me. Here's an overall look at him. He looks really good. Now he is missing the spare tire, which is supposed to be here in the center. And there's also supposed to be the two wheels up here by the doors. But it's still pretty accurate. As far as weapon storage, you can plug the guns in back here. There are two slots in the doors that can fit the tabs on the guns. You can display them either this way or rotate them around and display them like this. It's totally up to you. Personally, I'm just going to leave these guns in the box. I mean, it would have been cool if they would have gave him his little forearm cannon that he used to shoot Devastator in the face with, but I get it.
I'm gonna bust your face up.
There's his lovely head sculpt. He's got his weird little goofy ears. And the mouth doesn't open or close. The old Human Alliance figure had the little gimmick where you do this.
Oh, look at this mother.
And he would do a little talking action, which was kind of cool. Another part they could have improved on is the way the head part locks in place. It kind of soft locks here, as you can see, but there's really nothing else because it's the smooth part of the hood. So you kind of put it in and slide it forward, and it holds. But the ball joint is pretty stiff, so as you move the head around, it likes to pop itself out of place. As far as articulation, the head can move left and right, can move up and down slightly. Once again, it likes to pop out here. The little ears can move. They're on little ball joints on both sides. So you can pose those as you like. These back doors kind of move this way. They don't really swivel and move up and down, which is kind of unfortunate because his wings were very expressive in the film. You can rotate 360 here on a tight ratchet. If you take this little shoulder piece and move it, the arm can come up. All the way up. Pretty decent. It's a real tight ratchet. It's got bicep swivel here. It's got a nice elbow ratchet. That's also real strong. It's got a swivel right below that. And he's got a swivel and a hinge at the wrist. And then his fingers and thumb are articulated. It's got a little joint here. It's real stiff on the thumb, but it can be posed. Just like that. And then the same thing with the fingers. There are little hinges here.
Kung Fu grip.
And that's his small hand. This arm here has the same kind of articulation, except the larger hand has a swivel, a hinge, and it's got more joints in the thumb. And here, each finger is articulated, so his strong hand is very posable. You can see here. It's got a nice waist rotation. If you move these little flap things out, you can get full rotation. Just like that. You can kick forward, about that far. You can kick back, about this far. You can kick out to the side. It's got very solid joints. It's got thigh rotation. It's got a nice ratchet knee. And he's got ankle tilt. And then the toe can move up and down. Just like that. It's unique toys, so I knew the articulation was going to be pretty awesome on this figure. So there he is. As far as his weapons, he's got the typical Masterpiece slot and tab attachment. You kind of got to fold the thumb like this, real weird, and then tab it in. And he can hold his gun just like that. Still wish they would have given him his forearm cannon here, though. And then for the large hand, same thing. Got to fold the thumb around and tab it in, and he can grip it like this. So if you wanted to pop some caps, you're all ready to go. Just don't be sashaying in all late, and there won't be no problems. Perfect for those mean robots that suck. Alright, for size comparison, here we have Masterpiece Jazz, even though they weren't in the same movie. Here's his brother, Skids. This is the Human Alliance version. I'm looking forward to Unique Toys' take on him.
Keep fighting, Mudflap.
Here is Masterpiece Ratchet. And here is the Masterpiece Optimus Prime figure with the Jetfire add-on set. That's a big boy. One shall stand. Hey, I wasn't done. And here he is with his Human Alliance counterpart. Now, I've had this one in my collection as my stand-in Mudflap for many years. And it's kind of cool to finally get an upgrade. As you can see, there are some vast differences. The backs of both of them are still inaccurate. But at least you get the cool little flaps in the front of his chest. And of course, he has the little talking gimmick.
Nobody messes with the twins.
It's too bad they didn't incorporate that in this figure here. But you know, gimmicks, the lost art. Oh, here he is with the little ice cream truck version of Mudflap.
Time for an upgrade, baby.
Here is the Dark of the Moon version of Mudflap. Deluxe class. And here is the KO Masterpiece Bumblebee. WW01 Wasp Warrior. I highly recommend this figure. Ooh, the claw.
Hey, man, get off my melon.
Overall, I highly recommend this figure. If you were a fan of Skids and Mudflap in the movies like I was, then grab this figure. He's pretty movie accurate. He's got good articulation. He's got a fun transformation. He's overall a great addition to your collection, so I highly recommend him. Head on over to showzstore.com and pick yours up today. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Ooh, Slap Fight 2024. Bring it on.
Drake.
What the hell was that? That was like a baby slap. Alright, time to feel the pain. My turn. 1, 2. Hey man, what happened to 3? Hi man, I knocked your block off. How you feeling, bro? Alright, my turn. 3rd time's a charm. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, you shot my face off. Again. My bad, bro. What can I say? It's what I do. Shooting faces.